What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to episode 2 of Everlasting Syllables. Hopefully, you guys can see me on here and hopefully, you guys can hear me clear. For this episode, I wanted to try to be little outdoors, realistic vibes. I don't know if that make any sense, but let's run it. For this one, I wanted to share with you guys actually some books that I bought recently. I haven't been into books since probably about middle school. Again, I hope you guys can hear me. This episode will be super short due to me not knowing if it's gonna sound clear enough for you guys. But um, I haven't read books since middle school. I want to say, when I was in high school, of course, I read books that were assigned to me because forced. I felt like, but I had recently read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it opened up my mind a lot. I read some obvious things that I should have been doing in the past that I'm starting to do now. It's a real estate book, but it's also a mental book at the same time because it gives you realistic scenarios that I actually love. I like to put my daughters in situations like that from what I was reading to as to where you experience real life things, you know. One book other than Rich Dad Poor Dad that I am reading right now, which is Why the Rich Are Getting Richer. This is one right here. And I'm probably going to butcher the name, but it's by Robert T. Kiyosaki. And it's basically like a piggyback off of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Another book that I bought is by Richard Garcia, and it's the 7 Steps to Wealth Creation Through Real Estate Investing. I actually follow him on Instagram as well. These are not sponsors, I promise you. These are just books that I wanted to purchase myself. Another one I bought that I haven't started yet is Buy, Rehab, Rent, Refinance, and Repeat. I've got, apologize for the sounds. I've got it's called The Playlist of My Life. It's a music and lyrics journal. And basically, with this one, you get to just fill in certain songs that remind you of yourself for the day, things like that. I have a budgeting 101 book. And, of course, I have another music book right here, which is Writing Better Lyrics, Essential Guide to Powerful Songwriting. And I also have a book that I have not yet been able to get into, but I am a little nervous getting into. I've been seeing it all over TikTok. It's called the Shadow Work Journal. It's a guide to integrate and transcend your shadows. I bring these books up because, again, I haven't read in a long time, and reading Rich Dad Poor Dad really opened my mind up to a lot of different things. It made me want to go back and revisit that childhood and that drive for reading. I know most of these books that I read are investing books or real estate books, but I'm also expanding my mind into, just more creative thinking as well, and, revisiting childhood memories, childhood trauma. And basically for this one, for this episode in general, I've been having my daughters write words for the week. This week I have them looking up the word sincere so they could define that for me and explain what it feels to be sincere. I'm not a professional. I'm not a expert at anything. I can't sit here and tell you the definition fully right off the bat, because I know some people are going to come for me like, oh, well, what do you feel like sincere is, so, but what I'm having them do is I'm having them do these words. I had them do integrity. I had them do respect, disrespect, accountability. I'm looking up words that I want them to relate to in order to release that version of themselves They've been having issues with each other. You know, kids will be kids, sisters will be sisters, siblings will be siblings. So I try to sit them down and have these words so where they can, like, you know, integrate them with each other and try to act towards each other a better way, more positive way, other than with confrontation a lot, you know. But again, kids will be kids, and you know, sometimes you just can't stop it. But so what I wanted to pretty much speak to you guys with about happy belated Thanksgiving as well is it's pretty much the words in the books that I'm reading. I'm trying to hold myself accountable for things that I'm trying to teach them, you know. So I have all these books. I'm trying to get a little old school feel to them instead of this technology stuff, you know. I'm using technology as I speak. They use technology on the daily. They do homework on technology. So, you know, trying to take it back to the roots for me, you know, and just show them that, you know, to dig into a book and expand your mind a little bit can really take your thoughts and your creativeness further, rather than to just pop open an iPad or pop open a phone and look something up real quick. I was having a conversation at work the other day, and we were trying to figure out, I can't even remember at the moment right now. We were trying to figure something out, and we were trying to figure out the passing of Bernie Mac, and I still don't remember, but I know it was like in 2007 to 2008. The youngster that was sitting with us at the table pulled out his phone, quick status, and boom, 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 Googled it right away. And he said it at the moment, and I want to say it was 2008, but either way, you know, I'm trying to remember, trying to get it in, and I'm like, I don't know, we'll figure it out later, you know? So we're so quick to get on technology and ask for that answer rather than to try to, you know, do certain research like we used to in the 90s, which is so much easier to go on technology and say, hey, Siri, or hey, Google, what could I go to do here? How can I get here faster? You know, how can I get rich? And you know, what's funny is I've even looked up videos on YouTube on how to do something like real estate, or how to do this, how to do that. And the 2-minute videos, 3-minute videos, 30-minute videos that I watch on there, sometimes I feel there's just a lot of blabber. And I'm on this, you know, video skimming through, trying to find it. Rather, as to when you're reading a book about that same thing, I lost the feeling of that, where you like are so excited to read a book just to get to that answer when you could turn to that last page just like you're skimming through a video, you know. But if you read a book and have that same feeling, for some reason I lost that touch of the excitement to wanting to get to that space, you know. So I just wanted to get on here and share with you guys the books that I'm reading, and this journey that I'm trying to take. I'm not expecting to get anywhere faster, is what I'm trying to get at. To sum up this whole segment, what I'm doing is I'm accepting where my lane is at, and I'm taking things pace by pace. I was also watching an episode of Loki, and I can't quote everything fully, but it said, it's so easy to walk away, right? This is something that we can do on the daily and use on the daily. It's so easy to walk away, but it's hard to try to fix a broken thing, or it's hard to hope. You know, it's hard to have that hope. So I'm in a position of hope. You know, I hope I can go somewhere with these. I hope that I can reach somebody speaking to this podcast. I hope someone is listening and really taking in what I say and appreciating it. You know, that's all I can hope for. And with that being said, I will have a more in-depth episode for the third one. I said I was going to be quick on here, and here I am, almost at 10 minutes again. But I hope this plays out pretty well as far as the background sounds. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. And I will work on these episodes more. I will work on getting a timeline for these. I won't say I won't work on throwing these out faster, but I'll work on a timeline for you guys to try to get my timeline locked in. to where you guys are expecting a certain date for them to drop. All right. And other than that, I hope you guys have a great, blessed day. I'm finishing up, getting ready for work, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.